Hello, everyone! Welcome to the Alyssa and Clarissa Explain It All show.
Yay!
Yeah, we decided that we should start our journey, I guess, talking about astrology. So we're going to start today with just sun signs.
The sun.
Yeah. So we'll be, I guess, normal and go with the start of them. We're going to talk about our opinion about them, too. It's not going to be like professional.
Professional is such a foreign word to me. No, I think if we just went through what everything is, there are so many books and there are long classes and there's so much you can take. Yeah, we got
That's
books
so
on books on
pretty.
books up in here.
Yeah.
And there's just so much that you can, I have a book right here that's about astrology, psychology, and the four elements. And it's fantastic. It's a great book, but you know what? It exists already. We don't need to,
Love it.
right? So we're going to talk about our take on it. And hopefully that's enough of a little morsel to make people want to go, oh, wow, this is worth me getting my impression of, because, right? Like your impression of it is what kind of you work with.
That's literally how I learned. I watched
Right.
these two girls on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They actually, I think everything is deleted now, which is very sad, but they were
Oh,
party trick astrology. And it was just two girls telling their opinion, whatever. And like that was what made me be like, okay, I want to learn more. I want to dive in. So,
when we were kids and we looked up, I say we're kids, like probably me and you kids, but I don't know if everyone else did this, but like I was so interested in looking up my horoscope, like all the time. I always wanted to know what's going to happen. And it was so interesting when it matched, but they were so often such small little blurbs. And so they often didn't, and I was like, I always thought, am I doing something wrong because it doesn't match? And we'll kind of go through why that probably is later too. So
well, I think
why
we're going to forget. So I'm just going to tell a sentence to why that doesn't work real quick.
yeah.
Um, If you are looking at horoscopes, which is future, you should be looking for your rising sign instead of your sun sign. So, fun fact.
Fun fact. Full of fun facts, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, when then should we start with saying the different signs of the zodiac
Yeah.
and talking a little bit about them, or do you want to list them first? What do you think? Because I have like a whole list right here. No, there's lists everywhere. Hold on a sec. Here's your list. Find your birthday. I'm putting in a picture. Do you want to help me hold this up?
I don't know where I'm going to be.
I don't either. Here, put it on one side and then put it on the other.
Okay.
And at some point it'll be correct. And you'll find your birthday in there or there, because I don't know. Last time I thought it was here and it was, I don't know. So why does someone need to pay attention to their sun sign?
Okay. So, your sun sign is what? Hmm. It's not like the word morals and values and all of that stuff is like coming up in my head. It is the
Mm.
ingrained energy of just the basic blueprint of who you are. Like that's your
Oh,
sun sign.
I like that.
Let's just start off at the top. So Aries,
Big Daddy.
yeah. Do you have the dates? I would like to.
March 21st
There you go. You do good.
to April 20th.
Okay. So
The Ram.
yeah, and I know in tarot, it is the Emperor card.
Yes.
So, um, Aries are like the go-getters. They will jump out there, go do whatever. They have that drive, energy. Yeah.
Activity. They're
Mm.
like they're the activity guys. They have initiative, but they can be impulsive.
Very true.
Initiative, they can make it happen, but it might be like inconvenient for everybody else.
But it is in a way they teach us to like trust ourselves first and then kind of like plan later, which is not
Yeah.
always, yes, it's not a bad thing. Sometimes it is a bad thing, but like we need that, like we need those kind of people in our life.
And I don't think it is I think when you are insecure about what it means for you to get something started before you're ready, that's a bad thing, right? That Aries energy is a bad thing. But sometimes, um, the kick in the pants. If you have an Aries you can trust, oh,
Yeah.
you're good. You will get stuff started that you didn't even know that you needed to get done.
They're your little like bulldogs of your life to be like,
Oh
if
yeah.
this person messing with you, I'm gonna get them.
Let's
I'm gonna
go.
get the like
Yeah.
yeah, I love it.
And we will do a whole separate video about how it relates to the elements and what, because for me I'm very elemental about things. I really like to look at that aspect of it. So I think, but good to know. Here we go. I'll just say they are a cardinal sign, which we'll go over in a different video too. A cardinal sign, they're big bosses, and they are fire.
Bye.
Fire makes you move. Fire makes you go fast. Anyway, so that's Aries. Do you
Yeah.
have Aries in your chart?
Yes, we both do.
Yeah.
Our moons are in Aries. So
Yes.
we got this inside of us, but it's not because as a sun sign, it's what we like embody as a whole, kind of.
So that's Aries. Then we have the Aries moons. And moon signs, I think we could talk more and more about forever and ever because
Yes.
that is always such a surprise to me. But the sun signs is where we are today. So the next one up is April 21st to May 20th.
Taurus.
That's the Taurus.
Yeah.
Mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Yes. So true too. Like they are so stubborn and very slow.
Yeah.
Like I'm a Taurus rising, so I have been told like you're boring, you're slow, and it's like yeah, I definitely come off like that at times. Like I know that, but
Um,
that Aries moon will kick in.
I don't have a lot of people in my life who are Taurus, but we have met so many people in the past year or so, and so many of them that I'm like, that I've connected with are Taurus, and they are so dependable. They're so
Loyal,
like,
yeah.
yes, loyal, and but like, pragmatic and dependable, I feel like. The funny thing about Taurus that has been such a shock to me is the consistent, like, not materialism, because that feels like a negative, but they are bougie.
That is my
The
favorite
bougie
word.
bougie.
Yeah. Because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus is beauty and love and comfort and
Lush. Like, it
yeah.
makes me feel like a Taurus is like, I want to stay home. That is my choice today. And when I'm staying home, I will have my drinks nearby, not one, but three. I will have like three different drinks. I will have my most comfortable sweater on. I have my fuzzy socks. Like,
You're
my face
literally like
mask is at
describing me.
9. What's that?
You're describing me.
But then when you want to go out, they're not going to, if they go to like a hole in the wall place, it's because it's like secret fancy hole in the wall place. Like, otherwise it is top of the line. We're like, if we're spending money, we are spending money. That's Taurus, right?
Yep. The quote that I use a lot with Taurus is slow and steady wins the race. Like
Oh, love
they
that.
they will like put in the hard work every single day to
Yes.
get what they need. Like they are that loyal, just I'm there. And that could be
And
with
they're
friendship, with anything, with job, with anything.
and they're stubborn about it. And
Yeah.
I
They
think
don't give
stubborn is
up.
such a Yes, I was gonna say stubborn is such a rough word because people think it's such a negative. It's there's a negative connotation to the
Yeah.
word. But as I get older, I like I like the word stubborn because I'm like, maybe that's stick-to-itiveness. Maybe that's sticking to your guns. Maybe some of us could stand to be a little bit more
Yeah.
stubborn and a little less wishy-washy. I've come to appreciate the Taurus.
Yay.
And they are an earth sign. So they are rooted in the ground, rooted in the ground.
Yeah. They
When they are
stick.
stubborn, they are a bull that is right, ready to, they're like, imagine like a bull, like right when they're ready to charge, when they're just
Digging
pounding
their
into the
teeth in.
ground.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then we go to an air sign. We go to the air sign, the Gemini.
The twins.
Indeed.
Yeah. Gemini's tarot card is the lover's card.
Yes.
I didn't say what Taurus's was, and I
Ah,
don't I don't
the
know what it is. Oh,
Hierophant.
right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Um, so the like just looking at the lover's card, it has the two uh people on it. Um, they are literally two different people. You never know what you're going to get with the Gemini. You never know if it's going to be yay, happy fun Gemini or serious, oh my god, let's like whatever Gemini, or happy
Yeah.
mad whatever. Like, it is very
Yeah.
cuz that mutable energy is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
Oh, and we should say a Taurus is fixed energy. And again, we'll go through those cardinal, fixed, mutable. We'll do them. We'll go through them. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, they're the communicators. This is the energy is they will talk and talk and talk just to talk. And I grew up with Geminis. I love Geminis. They're amazing. They're very adaptable and witty and fun and
Yeah,
it's yeah.
I do love a Gemini because I am a yapper to the extreme. So if I get in with a Gemini, listen, I hope you have time because we will just blah, 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 like nonstop. We don't talk a lot about the rationality and intelligence of a Gemini, and I have that written down here. And it's air signs are so much thought. So I like to tease air signs that they're airheads, but what I really mean is that they have and you're an air sign, we'll get to you. They have so much going on. They have so much happening. And it's like, which version am I going to be today? What am I doing today? What's happening today? What am I thinking about? And then it can just all come out at once. But again, I kind of vibe with that because I really like a verbal energy. I really like a chatty person.
They're known for like knowing a little bit about everything.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
you can just kind of like be in a group with literally anyone. And I can always spot a Gemini because I can be like, well, they're talking about that, and now they're talking about this, and now they're talking about that. Like it's hilarious to me.
Little social butterfly action sometimes, right? Yeah.
Yes.
After the twins, oh, that's me.
Oh,
The crab, the Cancer, the cardinal sign of water element. That is me. June 21st to July 21st. And those dates are, that's pretty accurate, but yeah, to the 20th, 21st of July. Uh, we got emotions. We got
yep.
emotions.
The
Tell
cry.
me about tell me about cancers.
um, I call the cancers the crybabies. I do not have any cancer in my chart. It is not. I am not comfortable or like. I'm not. It's not that I'm not comfortable around it. I didn't even grow up with any cancer energy. Like
Yeah.
it's just not in me. um, but anyways, they the card though that they represent tarot wise is the chariot. Yeah, which is that cardinal movement forward, that beautiful like I'm gonna be crying and bitching and moaning, but I'm fucking going.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I think we move people. I think we move people forward emotionally. I think we do. I think we lead the way when it comes to that. I think we challenge people when it comes to that. And I don't think that everybody likes that. I will tell everyone that when Claire expresses an emotion to me, she follows it up with like, there, fine. Here's my emotion, Alyssa, that you asked for. And I'm like, you can do that's okay. You can be angry about your emotion. Feel your feelings, Claire. And she's like, Alyssa. Like, I know, but for a Cancer, if we dig down under the sand and we hide, oh, it just bubbles up, and then that hard shell that we have, I can't
You can't get
I
out.
can't hold it in anymore. It
Mhm.
hurts too much. But
Yeah.
the other side of cancers is we do have that hard shell. And sometimes people forget that in addition to being a crab with a hard shell and with a lot of soft deliciousness inside, I don't eat crabs, but people liked him, I guess. I don't know, crab legs, whatever. We have pinchers at the end,
They'll get you.
and we'll get you.
Yeah.
It is there is a dark people think we are I have big strong mother energy for sure. Um but there's a reason that, and we'll talk again, we'll do another show about tarot and astrology, I'm sure, but there's a reason that cancers can steer the chariot and the chariot card number 7, because there's a hard edge. There's a very hard edge. When you cross the very hard to get to line of too far with a Cancer, when you've exceeded our patience, ooh, we'll, yeah, we'll either run away on that chariot or we'll get you with the pinchers. So, and it's hard to get back in good graces because you've hurt our feelings.
Yeah. Good luck. They're the moms of the group. They're the
Yeah,
nurturers.
yeah,
They're the ones that will like kind of help everybody feel like that they belong and keep the peace. I mean, to an extent, I always like to remind people, and I don't know if you watch this, but the Jersey Shore, I do pop astrology, sorry. Um,
I'm so sorry.
the situation is a Cancer, and so is Polly D. So look at the difference of those. Like Polly D, yes, fun, but very like soft, nurturing. Then the situation is just like all of the emotions,
All of
like
them.
crazy, So there's always two sides to every whatever, and
Yeah,
you will
for
see it
sure.
in different ways, but it really helps you to understand a person in general. Like if they are a Cancer sun sign, who they are to their core is that nurturer. They will always want to take care of you. Even men that are Cancer, and I don't mean to whatever, but like
It is what it is,
yeah.
guys.
Um I have this type of energy where they were like, how are you doing? Are
Yeah,
you good? Are you okay? Like
yeah.
they have that deep care, and that's out of all of the men astrology, that is not, you don't get that from anybody else.
Back to the fire signs. That's the end of July, July 22nd to August 22nd, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Fire signs, that's our lion.
Fixed energy, and the tarot card is strength. So Leos are the confidence, the creators, the performers. They are very warm-hearted. You have to understand, like, that comes straight from Cancer into Leo. They have all that Cancer energy in there.
Yeah,
Have the
yeah.
ability to love like Cancers love. um but their ego gets in the way a lot. So Leo is in its home placement in the sun. So that is prime energy for their head to, you know, just be huge.
Spotlight on the Leos.
Yeah. Um,
A lot of pride, and pride can go either way. Pride can be a thing that they can be an example for us. They can
yeah.
show us what it looks like to step into the sun, truly.
Hmm.
Um, but when you crave that sunlight all the time, that spotlight, what happens when you don't have it? Are you fine or are you having an ego meltdown, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any Virgo in your chart?
No.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I don't think I do. And sometimes I think I could use it.
Same.
Virgo is the virgin, and a lot of times in when we say virgin, people and we talk about it in tarot too, or in Hellenistic theology and things like that. It people think virgin and they think sex, but what it really means is sovereignty over your body, over your um, who you are as a person. You are you are you, and everyone else is everyone else. There is not a the virgin is the maiden. They say the maiden sometimes, but it's the person all on their own. It is not related to the other people. I think that's my take on that phrasing. Um,
I love that you said that because going along with what I said last time, the Leo is in Virgo. So all that ego is still there, but it's grounded a little bit more in a kind of chaotic and overthinking, but like it's there.
yeah,
Does that make
and
sense?
that
Oh,
earthy Virgo.
yeah.
I feel like they are the planners.
Yeah.
I feel like they are. I have this word written down here. It's discrimination, and clarity, and then the negative side would be like criticism. So, they are. I find wildly critical, but with such a discerning eye. There is a. It can go too critical, but we can all be too critical. I feel like if you can take your emotions, which is hard for Cancer, to be fair, and kind of put a pin in them and get the opinions of a Virgo, it's like, F yes, thank you. That was the, that was what I needed to hear. Now I can bring my emotions back in and I can make something happen because it's like, I have so much going on. And the Virgo's like, cut the shit. And you're like, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. That's what I needed. Thank you.
Yep.
But if you don't invite it, it's a little ouchy for me. But that's me. But I think the discrimination and the I don't like the word discrimination. I like discernment. I think they are very discerning, and that is an admirable quality.
They're the hermit in the tarot.
Yep.
Um, and that is, I feel, very fitting for a lot of Virgo
So
energy.
much.
They
Yeah.
definitely love to be alone. Um, I my personal everything that I've noticed about Virgo is they have a lot of OCD energy. They're very like they have to have things a certain way. Um,
Did you touch my drum set?
yeah.
Like, don't touch their
Yes.
drum set.
Yeah.
It's like very like everything is in its place. That's what I said. That sovereignty is like it's like I feel like I'm thinking of a column, but of like a column of energy. It's
Oh,
like, this is my space. I have my things here. I have my things that are here. They are in order.
I have a lot of people in my life that have Virgo energy. It is, yes, judgment and a lot of that kind of energy that happens, but like you said with the like you getting the ouchie, like I need it. I need it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
um they're so practical and they make sense because they
Yes,
thought about it and they already have researched it and understand it, and like it's very detail oriented in a way that none of us can do perfectly. They always seek improvement. They're always very hard on themselves with that.
I
um
know.
when it comes when you say the virgin with the Virgo, I always think of just this like innocence and pureness to them because they have that, like they're so like just I say that, but most of the serial killers in the world are Virgos.
Well, and that's that hermit energy because what if you don't have a balance?
Yeah.
What if you don't have a balance? What if you lean so far into that? And you think about the hermit, when I think about the hermit card, I always think of because so many of them are an older man and he's got his lantern and
Yeah.
he's got like a gray. I think of Gandalf
Yeah.
from Lord of the Rings, because and if you took Gandalf away from the hobbits, from the elves, from anyone, any people, if you put him alone, he is kind of intolerable because he is like truth, information, get this, make this happen, you know. But if you put him with the hobbits who warm his heart, the humans who show him this and that, then it's kind of like, oh, now I can put all of these amazing thoughts, all of these amazing plans I have into action through these other people. I don't know if that's too nerdy, but
No, it makes sense. Like he'll show you a good time when he's in that comfort. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Makes
he'll
sense.
bring the fireworks because he knows how to do them safely.
And he'll remember.
Yeah, and he'll remember to bring them. We love you, Virgo. Libra's the scales. September 23rd, October 22nd. Tell me about Libras.
They're cardinal
I
energy.
know. Yep.
Um, is it the Justice card? So Libras are also
Should be.
ruled by Venus. And
Okay.
so they have that same thing that Taurus energy has, that bougie factor. They like nice things, they want to smell good, they want to be comfortable. They're not as much as focused on food as much as like Cancer and Taurus energy is, but they're not gonna eat shit, you know? Uh, but yeah, they're the harmony. They like
Yes.
to be diplomatic as well because they want to have you see all sides, make you think differently.
Yeah.
Um, but they're also the charmers.
Oh, yeah.
So they can sparkle, sparkle, and make you see something that you think that you should see, and then you know when all of that fades away and you actually understand them, it's like, oh, I see what you did there. You're very smart because they got all that Virgo in them. But then they have their air signs and they're ditzy and they forget about it, or oops, I lied, I didn't mean to do that, I forgot I lied. Out of all the people in the sign, Libras are the ones that lie the most.
You think? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and that's so interesting because the when I said I need them, I need balance. I do need balance. So I always think of balance, but the Libra also, diplomacy is the word that comes up here, and also the other side of that balance is indecision. So I think that's some of the air, you know,
Yeah.
but the diplomacy might be part of that, like kind of playing the politics of something. Like, well, okay, what do you need to hear? What do you need to hear in this moment? What do you need to how can we tip the scales in your favor at this moment?
And I think that, I mean, you have to imagine having all that Virgo inside. There's so much overthinking. That's what happens with that indecision, where they're like,
Indecision.
I need to understand this side if I do that, and then this side if I do that. Like, it's so much. They are the ones
Mm.
that are like, I need you to tell me what restaurant we're going to so I can look up the menu and study it, figure out exactly what I want. Like, that's Libra energy. It's too much.
Maybe I don't need so much Libra. I don't know. Libras. Do I need you? What do I need from you? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love you. I feel like Libras are like a little bit more um maybe concerned with the outcome is what I'm thinking of. That, like, I don't know, I'm just feeling like concerned with the outcome.
That's yeah. Because
I
they
don't know
care
if
a lot about what other people think. They're all about that beauty, charm, how they come off. Yeah. Yeah.
somebody needs to be.
Yeah. Yeah. But they're the funnest one. Like, and when I look back in my life, if I ever was like, hey, let's go to a concert I just found out about 2 minutes ago, they are the ones who are like, okay. I love that about Libras. I can ask them to do anything. Like, hey, I need to go run errands. You want to come with? Yeah.
Yep, someone's got to do it. Then
Yeah.
just get up, right?
Yep.
I like
I
that.
love that. They are the fun, like not like last minute friends, but they're the fun. Like they show a good time. They're kind of like the people, the party. Not the organizer, but the ones that are just in there like hosting good.
Yeah. Hosting good.
Yep.
Yeah. You won't hear that anywhere else. The Scorpio is a fixed water sign. They are the scorpion and they'll get you.
Yeah.
And I love it.
They I love, yeah. They're the phoenixes, the transformers.
Yep. Death,
They,
rebirth, cycle,
yeah,
cycle, and
they
cycle.
have no fear to just light a match and run. And
Hmm.
I don't. I have a Scorpio stellium in my chart, and I do enjoy it. And I think, because I have Taurus energy, um I mean, also whatever. I understand them a lot. I
Yeah.
love them.
I have Scorpio in mine too. And I do like to watch it burn a little bit.
Yes.
That balances out the Cancer energy. But my Cancer energy is like, hold on, we can watch it burn. Just give me a second. I'll put it out.
Yeah.
There it is. Nice
So
burn.
that's the thing, like that Cancer energy is a crab. So they can spend most of their life on land, some of it in water, they can do
Yeah.
whatever. But Scorpios, they're like, we are in this. This is us. We're in the ocean. We live here. This is us.
Hmm.
So they can marinate a little bit too much in emotions, get stuck, get yucky. Um, but they're willing to also go there with you, which is beautiful. So if you're going through a hard time, they will be like, lay it on me. Then I've been through worse.
It is hard. I've yet to meet a Scorpio that when I'm like, are you good to go deep right now? Are you good for a conversation? And if you check and they're good, you can't I feel like you can't upset them. Don't try, you guys. Don't try to upset them, but he can't. If we're having an emotional conversation, they're like, no, we're good. I got it. Nope. Yep. And also, I feel like if they feel safe with you, so expressive.
Yeah,
And you can really count on a Scorpio to be like, as long as they're in a safe spot, like they're feeling comfortable with you and they're safe emotionally in that moment, they'll be like, they'll tell you they love you. They'll tell you you can talk to them. You feel it. You're like,
yeah,
oh, you're solid. This is solid. The thing about a Scorpio is because they're so used to transformation and change and rebirth, if you catch them in a burn when they're burning through and they're done with something, they could be done with you. You could be part of a past freaking version of them and they don't go back
yep,
and you could get left behind. And honestly, I feel like the other water signs, we look at Scorpio and we're like, tell me your ways, because they will drop somebody.
yeah,
I admire it, honestly,
yeah. It,
because they have boundaries faster, I think, than other water signs.
oh yeah. Well, that's that fixed energy. They're trying to pretend they have an aquarium inside of this ocean, and they're like, this is what I have control over.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
So,
That's so true. I do
um,
feel like a very healed Scorpio has a very strong sense of self. And I think that that's something that people could aspire to have for sure.
oh yeah. I was just going to go into like how we're bringing Libra into this. Scorpios
Yes.
also have a lot of charm, and they
Yeah.
also have that ability to lie and cheat and all those little schemy things. Like, because they know how to fuck with your emotions in there too. So,
Yeah.
they,
They'll get you.
yeah, but whereas Libras, you can't usually ever find out if they're lying a lot of the time. I mean, unless
Wow.
they're like super ditzy about it, and it happens. But with Scorpios, they always get caught. Like they're okay with it. Like they're like, whatever, I'm gonna burn it down anyway, so let's get it over with.
There's a whole conversation about Scorpios being a mirror too. And that they kind of like one of the reasons that they do burn it down or whatever, and that energy, not reasons, but one of the ways they kind of, I don't know, piss people off is that they can be kind of a projector type energy.
Yeah,
They have that, you can meet a Scorpio and a Scorpio can rub you the wrong way.
yeah,
And the Scorpio's like, I'm literally just breathing. Like I'm just existing and you've
Yeah.
decided you don't like me. Why? And it's because that person sees something in that raw emotional state that is immovable of that Scorpio, that fixed, immovable emotion or whatever reflected back in themselves. And they're like, I don't like it. And they're like, again, I'm just breathing. Like I'm existing and you're mad.
Yep.
And the Scorpios, though, a lot of times are like, stay mad. Fine, stay mad. I'm existing. You stay mad. Sagittarius, I am meeting
Sagittarius.
so many Sagittarius that I love through our whatnot.
Mhm.
They are a party.
Yep.
They are a freaking delight. November 22nd ish to December 20th, right before Christmas. Ooh, they don't have to share their whole birthday.
Thanksgiving is in there, and I have a lot of Sagittarius friends that hate that.
Really?
They're like, "Oh, my birthday is celebrated on Thanksgiving," because we're getting together then.
Tell me about a Sagittarius, the centaur.
Um, so Sagittarius is muted energy, and it's opposite of Gemini. What is the
Temperance.
Temperance? Okay. Um,
I knew what you were going to ask.
thank you. Yeah. The thing that I always love to say about Sagittarius is, all that chaotic crazy that you get with Gemini, let's add fire to it.
Let's set fire.
Yeah.
Hey, why not? So, what I'm picturing is, the temperance card, you see the angel and she is pouring water into the right. But the magic of that card is that the water is not being poured directly the way you pour water, the way friggin' gravity works. Usually it's like at an angle. Sagittarius for me feels like risky business. Or what's that? Not risky business. What's the movie with the Cocktails? I've never seen the movie Cocktails, but the flipping the bottles, they're pouring the
Oh,
drink in, they're lighting the drinks on fire. Like, let's go. They're
let's say
flicking around.
Coyote Ugly. That's
Yeah, Coyote Ugly is probably a more current version, but
yeah,
I was thinking about like
yeah,
like
yeah.
pouring the bottles. I'm also thinking Roadhouse because I don't know why. I guess I'm older than I am today. But yeah, Anyway, that feels like they're that temperance card that's like it looks like it's balanced, but they're gonna light the drink on fire for you in a second. Just hold on, watch.
Yeah.
Watch this,
They're
right?
gonna amaze you at some point where you're just like,
Yeah.
what did you just do or say or what? Yeah.
With a Sagittarius. You see the archer more often,
Yeah, they're
I
ruled
think.
by Jupiter. So, with that Archer, I always like to say that Sagittarius energy, it's like, let's pull that bow back, the arrow. What are they
Mm-hmm.
going to set their sights to?
Yep.
Is like they are so focused and they will fucking get it. And the luck, the weirdness that happens around Sagittarius, it's like a magical little adventure every time you're hanging out with a
Yes.
Sagittarius energy person.
I
They're
love
it's
it.
so adventurous and they love learning because that's adventure in their mind.
Yeah.
So that's yeah, they're
Lots of
optimism.
exploration, travel, like learning new things, finding new people. Then the downside of a Sagittarius is I think that the word that's written down here is delusion. That's sort of like so many fun things like, well, what's the aftermath of this party? Who's cleaning it up? Who's paying for this travel? What do we even have a plan? Did you bring your friggin' passport? Like, is that the downside of Sagittarius?
I I have two things to say right now. Um, First of all, the first thing that comes to my mind, pop astrology wise, is like Miley Cyrus is a Sagittarius. Britney Spears is a Sagittarius. Like, there's crazy. There's a little bit of crazy in there, you
It
know?
was Brad Pitt.
Oh, hmm. Now that okay. Um, Now I just lost what I was going to say before that.
I'm
Great.
sorry, Miley Cyrus.
I know, but there was something. Oh, my friend who like I've known for a very long time. I like I would have the best conversations with her. Like we could go to so many places and have like such a
Yeah.
great time. And then like in the middle of this deep debate, she would lose her phone. And like the end of the world would happen. We would have to drop everything and try to find her phone. Like she would rip up the entire place. Like but then on the other hand of that, she would randomly just like fall asleep in the middle of like a party. Like you never know what you're going to get with a Sagittarius. It was just like, all right, this is what's happening now, you
And
know?
that's that mutability,
Yeah.
right? That's almost like, and it's so interesting because that mutable signs, they have that kind of flow of water to them, which even when they're not a water sign. And then there's the temperance card aspect of it that we're talking about. And that's sort of just like,
Yeah.
or like a fire. It's either going to be
Mm.
a little fire that, or it could be a forest fire. We don't
Yeah.
really know, but we know it's not a campfire. Like a Taurus would be like a campfire. They're just going to, well, yeah, they're going to be in one place, then they're burning. And you have,
Control
it's
over
not
it.
going to, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh boy. I love a Sagittarius energy though, but that leads us into probably who's cleaning up after the Sagittarius. That would be the Capricorn.
Yeah.
It's our final earth sign there. The goat, sea goat.
Goat. Yeah. Cardinal energy,
Yep.
Capricorn. Now my brain isn't remembering what that tarot card is.
That's December, end of December, December 21st through January 20th. And they are, I have it here, they're the devil.
Oh, duh. I knew that. Duh. Oh.
And that I love that because it's so so
Oh,
sorry.
that was such
The
an
the
evil
goat,
laugh.
it's Black Phillip, wouldst thou like to live deliciously? Wouldst thou? And I feel like Capricorns, man, they look down on cancers, I'll tell you that. I mean, they're like, listen, water sign. Like, for you. I'm like, no, okay.
Oh,
But good. But I need a Capricorn in my life, the way I need a Virgo in my life. I need balance. That earth sign is very dependable. They have an order to things and they have a need for accomplishment, a need for finality that I think a lot of other signs could maybe that's something missing from Sagittarius.
hmm,
Thoughts?
100% yes. Um, so Capricorns are like you think of the goat, like they're gonna climb that mountain. Like
Mhm.
however long it's gonna take, however the weather is, whatever, they're gonna achieve it. They will get it done no matter what.
And
Um,
you're going to look at them and go, now, how the hell did that goat get up there? Because I didn't see every step they took. And when they did take a step, I went, how can you even balance there?
yeah,
That's a Capricorn.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, they're the masters of building success and with money, they
Oh,
rule
yeah.
all of that. They're very like Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And Saturn energy has them be workaholics, but also very governed. I want to use that word. That's probably not the right
Okay.
word, but like they're they have their morals, they have their thing like
Meticulous and
they this
yeah.
is Capricorn I always say has boxes. Like they have
Oh,
like
sure.
little perfect little boxes for everything. This is my box that my friends go in, they fit there. I only go there when I have time, not working. This is my work box, and that is a huge box. It's a big one. This is my little friend box, or this is, like it's so organized and like,
Labeled.
yeah, even their house, their people, their
Yeah.
everything is organized. I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart too. And I don't embody it as much as I should, but I definitely know my boxes that I have.
Well, the Aries moon is going to make it hard for you to
Yes,
have patience enough to get your labels on. But you have a label maker. You just don't know where it is.
that is yeah, true.
Yeah. But the devil card is such an interesting card for them. I think people like the death card, they see the devil card. as this horrible card. I mean, I know people who, when they read their cards, they take the death card out and the devil card out. They just don't want to see them. And I'm like, no, you're missing
Wow.
something so important, because the devil card, it's about behavior and it's about addiction, but it,
Ah,
it doesn't actually mean
yes.
that you are ruled by a
Yeah.
demon. You've gone all in on this thing. There's an intensity there. There's something impressive about that. But there's always that flip side of it, that it's like, have you gone so far into this thing that it's become opportunistic, that it's become like that you're abusing the situation in an opportunistic way? That is it such a focus for you that everything is now revolving around this one thing that you have focused on? Is this really where you want to put all your cards? Is this, and that's kind of like, is this behavior pattern that you've chosen because you're a Capricorn actually helping you, or are you just so stuck in it that you're not willing to go outside of it? That's that devil card energy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think of American Psycho with
Oh, yeah.
like he is such a Capricorn in that like that energy is so like methodical, thought out, but it's addictive and it's whatever. Like, because that's how workaholic, like, that's a holic, that's addiction, that could be your addiction, or it could be a person, or it could be whatever, they go all in, they go all in. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's something great about going all in, but if it's all in and it's capital ALL, underline, 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 period, maybe too much all in.
Yeah.
There's a balance. We all seek balance. We all got to find it. And following the Capricorn, pulling some of that awesome Capricorn energy, but taking it up to an air sign is
Aquarius.
Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. That's you, the water bearer. People think because you're the water bearer that you guys are water signs, but you're not. January 21st through February 18th. It's such there if I got to say, of all signs, of all the signs, I feel Aquarius is the most combination of the two neighboring signs, the Capricorn, Pisces. That's my take. They are the water bearer. They bring you what you need. They are societal awareness. Tell me about the Aquariuses.
So this is fixed air. Analogy wise, you can think of a balloon. I have
Oh,
control of this.
love
Uh,
it.
this is the star
Oh,
card in the
I love
tarot.
the star card. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the wish, like we can accomplish anything, we can do anything. You always you have to remind yourself that this is also the 11th sign. So technically, all other signs are inside this one.
Yeah.
Um, they're the innovators, the networkers, they're independent. They like to like be networking and love people, but they also really hate people and like to be by themselves. And yeah.
My
Very.
mother is an Aquarius,
Oh, really?
and I love the star card. And the star card for me is such a hopeful card, and it really encompasses like the cosmos. It is the hope of the universe is in the star card. And my mom, being an Aquarius, that she is such a hopeful person. She doesn't just have hope for herself, she has hope for the world. And nothing that she does is singular. It's always, how will this affect other people? Um, and that, I think, is very much how you are too. You're so community focused, and that's like your favorite word, aside from projector, is community. But to you, that's such an important thing. And I think you know, the Aquarius, that's like social media. That's the
It
internet. That's the internet superhighway. The best thing that could have ever happened to any Aquarius living today is the dial-up modem sound, is the hope of what's on the other end. You are the ding, you've got mail. that there's nothing that lifts a star card Aquarius up more than the possibility of the ding of the you've got mail, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn too. So it's ruled by Saturn and Uranus. And
Mhm.
Uranus is the unpredictable, anything can happen, crazy planet. So you have all that Capricorn energy where it can be governed, you can have all of the boxes, whatever, but then Uranus can come in here and be like, well, like you gotta,
Sometimes Uranus just messes stuff up, you know?
yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
Uranus is messy.
But yeah, they're the unconventional humanitarians, the rebels. We don't follow rules very well. We challenge everything and everyone
Yeah.
and just to be better. That's literally the whole thing. Like how you were saying that I focus on community whatever. Like there was a tiny chunk in my life where I tried not to. And because I was like, everybody else just focuses on themselves. Like, why can't I do that? Like, why can't I read books for just myself? Why do I read books to help other people? Because when I read, I'm like, okay, my client's going through this, let me read this, or I know that these people will be, like that's how I work, It just doesn't, it didn't work, is what I'm trying to say.
And the joy that you have, we've read we've read books in our little book club. And when you read them without in like purpose, just to say like, oh, I'm going to read it for the book club. It's like we trick you into doing something for yourself
Yeah.
because we're like, oh, you're reading it for the book club.
Yep.
So you can be involved with everyone else. But when you do read it and you enjoy it, you're like, oh my God, that was so fun. I'm already on the third one. And we're like, we were only reading the first one. You're like, I know, but I really enjoyed it. And so I'm going to keep going. And it's such a fun thing to hear that we tricked you into doing something for yourself. And that is such a freaking Aquarius thing. Like, again, my mother, we have to trick her into doing things for herself. Like, you're like, lady, focus on you. Like, and not because she's like, focus on other people and like getting in their business. No, it's like, can you just do a thing for you because you like the thing? Like, please, please show us how you love yourself. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to love everyone else all the time. You can love yourself a little bit. You know, the star card pours the water into the water, but she also pours a little bit on land. And I'm like, do both. Do both. Pour for yourself and pour for other people.
Aquariuses have
Crazy,
that
crazy
ability to have a box.
wackadoos.
Yeah, we have the ability to have that box of self-care,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you can open that box up, do your self-care, whatever, but once it's done, it's okay, now it's back to our shit that we're doing.
I feel like the way you can help an Aquarius is to remind them where they put that box, to tell them blow the dust off of the self-care box and to take that stuff out. Your massage oil that you have in there has expired. Okay? You need to open that box up, refresh it, and spend some time on you.
I enjoy the Aquariuses because we're the ones that will, like, kind of how I said about Scorpio energy, but you got to put into factor it's an air sign, so we will talk about anything. Like if it's deep, I'll go there. I won't cry with you. I don't know how to really help. I'll just kind of, but like I'll do that, but I'll also talk about aliens or talk about the Dead Sea or what, like I will go wherever.
Yeah.
Like that's the cool thing also about that energy.
And that makes me think the word connection. So,
Mm.
and that's since you can pull from so many different things because you're willing to have that conversation. You're willing to have the conversation because A, it interests other people and you're interested in things other people are interested in just because by virtue of them being interested in it. And two, you're going to say, you know who you should talk to?
Yeah.
And you're going to help
Network.
someone make a connection
Yeah.
that they maybe wouldn't have made before. I don't know for sure that you're going to stay there while you make the connection all the time. You may make the connection and then bounce, but either way, I keep thinking of like a mind
Telecom.
map. where
Oh,
it's like this goes to this and this goes to this and this goes to this, and you're helping set that up, but you're not necessarily working to manage it. You're just like, I have set it up. I am going to keep setting it up. You guys manage it. I'm going to keep setting it up. And we really very much need that. We need people who are going to bridge gaps and make connections. Then we have our Pisces, our fishy wishy washy fishes, our one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fishes. The Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. They are our little babies, and we must protect a Pisces. The fish have their bones on the inside and they have their scales, but that is anything can pierce a fish's scales. They're
I
swimming
don't think
around.
this. I don't think we need to project a Pisces.
You don't think we need to protect the Pisces? Why? I think we need to
I
protect
think
the
we would need to
Pisces.
protect cancers over Pisces if you're needing to protect for emotions and stuff.
Really? We have a
Yeah.
hard shell.
You still take it in and you'll marinate in that shell with whatever you're going on. Pisces can just be like, fuck you, that's not my reality. I'll do what I want. Like they do whatever they want.
They're the moon card. They're the moon card. They will get in it. They will get deep. This is why I think protect a Pisces is because they can so deeply fall into their emotions. I feel like sometimes we need to cast a line and fish them fishies out.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to save them and maybe sometimes put them in a smaller pond
Hmm.
of emotions. I feel like they are intense in that way. But that might be because all the Pisces in my life are younger than me, and I feel like I need to I feel like I need to cast a line and be like, "Hang on guys, let me
So this
guide
is
you to."
where your cancer is coming in and you're wanting
Yeah,
to be a
yeah.
mom. And I'm like, we don't need to do that. They want to stay in that shit, have at it. I don't give a fuck. Like,
I'm like, "Let me lead you to shallower waters or deeper waters." Like that Pisces, they are also all about, I feel like their good side is that compassion, that love, and they just their raw frayed edges. I feel like we could take an example from Pisces when it's about getting deep, about feeling some feelings. And their negative side, I feel like, is they can be martyrs.
yeah. But Pisces are, so they're mutable
Yep.
and
Wishy-washy fishies.
yeah, they're the dreamers though.
Yes.
They're the artists. Their intuition is crazy always. Like
Yes.
they always just know stuff. And spiritual just comes natural to them. That empathy and imagination and like
Yeah.
I always think of it's like Pisces is very like childlike wonder and energy where it's like,
Yes.
wow, look at the world, that
Oh yeah.
beautifulness. Like Ariel, and
Yeah.
uh but like how I was saying the analogy with all the water signs, like Pisces, they're the weirdos that live at the bottom of the ocean that we don't see very much. And they're the ones that when they do come out, it's like, what?
Oh.
Oh, like, they could be the life of the party or they cannot. And their emotions fully govern everything.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Whereas the other ones, like Scorpios, can tuck it away. Cancers can be like, you guys can be like work mode. No, I need to do this. Like you have whatever. But Pisces
Yeah.
will be the ones at work, like, I can't. Like, yeah. The girl at the party crying. It's more than likely a Pisces.
Oh no. They are so imaginative, and it makes me think of the song. So it's like, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. And someday you can join me and the world will be as one. And that's it. That's the unity. That's the beauty. That's the dream. That is the dream of the Pisces. And there's a little Aquarius in there. I see where that Pisces bleeds into the Aquarius a little bit and muddies up their waters with the emotions. But I also think that they have to be a little bit more grounded to get things done, the Pisces,
Yeah.
because they have this beautiful image of what a person should be and what life should be, and these wonderful thoughts. And I'm like, no one else can see those. Like you said, you're deep down in the ocean. So you're going to stay down there deep, and we need you to come to the surface. We need you to come to some reality, and that way you can make those things happen, those things that you're dreaming.
Reality was that key word.
Yeah.
One of the biggest downfalls, I guess, whatever that Pisces energy has,
Mhm.
they are delusional.
Oh no. They
But that's why
believe
you're
in,
saying, like, no
yeah.
one else sees that. What are you talking about? Yeah. So, my dad is a Pisces, uh,
Okay.
and I have a lot of Pisces in my chart, so I have the ability to be very delulu if needed, you know. Um, but yeah, they are also like, they're the 12th sign. They
Yeah.
have every single thing inside of them. They are
Hmm.
the best manipulators. They are the best, like, people that can, I mean, manipulation is the biggest word there because they know people. They
Yes, they do.
feel it. They understand you in a way that you can't even fathom.
That's the moon
So,
card too. Yep.
yeah, yeah. But they're beautiful souls and
Yes.
hearts and everything. It's just like there's a little bit of crazy in there.
How do you use it? How do you use that ability to get in with, like, yeah. How do you do that?
I think that all the crazy, now that I'm saying it out loud, I guess I've always known this, but let me just say it. The crazy is always that mutable energy. Like you never know what you're gonna get. Like you have no idea. Like I know whatever, me growing up, because my dad is a Pisces, my mom is a Gemini, my sister's a Gemini, and I'm an Aquarius.
Oh,
So I every morning I would wake up and I'd be like, what's happening today?
you
What's
never know what
happening
you're
over
gonna
here?
get.
Yeah, like we have no idea. Like where I would wake up and be like, this is my routine. This is what I do every single day, same time. Like I like that, and they are not that. Yeah. But we're done. We did it.
Yay!
Yeah. All right.
Please
So
like, subscribe, follow everything, and share. We would like to keep making the videos. So like, subscribe, share, whatever you need to do, and we're gonna dance it out because again, there will be music.
thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Yay. Okay. You're such a dork.
I am a dork. I embrace it. Okay.
Yeah.